YouTubers, today I'm going to be building my new retro gaming machine. It's going to be a Pentium 2 233, 128 megabytes of RAM. So let's get this started. So I've got my empty chassis. This is a old time ATX. Oops, something just dropped. There's the hard drive. That won't be good. Anyway, got a Maxter IDE, 27 gigabytes. So as long as it still works after that drop. So the first job, as you can see, the power supply is already in the case. It's a 300 watt power supply, which is more than enough for this computer. So first job is to fit the I/O plate. It just clips into place, or it should. There we go. Some of them, I think you screw. No, I think they all like this actually. Right, there we go. There's the I/O plate fitted. Motherboard is this one. It's a slot one, as you can see. SD RAM slots. No onboard video, but it has got onboard sound. It's got two USB, two PS2. All important ISA slots, which I want for my Sound Blaster. AGP for the Voodoo 3DFX. Onboard floppy and IDE controllers. I've attached this small speaker because the case actually hasn't got a speaker for some reason, unless it was removed at some point in the past. We're going to be using Intel Pentium 2 233 processor. It's going to be Windows 98 based. Full old school gaming like Unreal and Quake 2 and stuff like that. My plans for it. And this is a parallel port header, which I don't need for this board. And so I'll just move that over. So the first job is to fit the motherboard. If I can get it in. That's it. So it's all nicely fitted. I've got some screws here, so let's try and fit the screws. This one should fit. Got a magnetic screwdriver, always handy. That doesn't seem to be. Yeah, that's better. Can be a bit awkward working around the camera. Trying to get it in, but oh, that's not a good enough screw actually. They're star shapes. I don't want star shapes in there. Yeah. For some reason, it's not lining up properly. Yeah, it's just a matter of pushing it to the side to get the first one in, and then it should be easier after that. Make sure. I don't know if this is our IL shield for this. It must be, because it came with it. I got it off eBay for £20, the motherboard. Processor was a £5. Second screws in. One up bigger. Okay, there we go. There's the motherboard is in. So you can have a screw down here, but I generally don't bother with that one. Probably best if you do that. So don't take my advice from building computers. Gonna need to connect the CPU fan, which this goes there. Processor goes in like that. There's no holders on either side of this board, so it looks like they're missing. So you're just going to have to rely on it being okay. Connect ATX power, and there we go. That's that we've done. Now if I just go and grab memory. So here we have some RAM. PC 100, both 64 meg each. We're going to put them in. 128 megabytes of RAM for the computer. One's in. Click it until it clicks into place. You can hear a bell, that's one of the cats. Right, okay. So, if I just grab the Maxter hard drive. So there it is. Got it set as master. But we're going to have separate things for that anyway. I'll fit the hard drive in. Need to find some more screws, I think. These are no good. There's one. I don't know if I'll see if it fits. I've got that many different size screws all over the place. No, it's too big. Right. Okay. There'll be some screws. I'll put that in here somewhere. Great having a magnetic screwdriver. Here we go. Get my IDE cable. So IDE one for the hard drive. In my case, you can have it either. I like to have it as one. Obviously, this is before the days of SATA, obviously. So yeah, it's your hard drive. Got a CD drive up here. Can't remember if it's CD or DVD. But yeah. Not going to reach. That's a floppy cable actually. Right, okay. Now is it the twisted side that goes in? I believe it is. Put it down to the floppy drive. You're going to need a floppy drive on such a older machine. Probably doesn't support booting from CD-ROM when installing the operating system. So we need the floppy startup disk and the 4 pin to the floppy. Okay. Right, there's a cable tied. Yeah. If I plug the hard drive one in, that's not going to reach, is it? And that's come out again. If I just grab something to get rid of the ties. So, get the cable ties off. There's one. There's two. It still won't reach. Move it up one, see if it reaches now. Perfect. And we need floppy backing. That's where the screw is. Watch out, cat. Actually, you don't want to be in YouTube, do you? Okay. Cat's having a nose. Right. Let's see if I can get a better screw in here. As you can see, it's perfect. Perfection. Now I need another IDE cable. downstairs to get an IDE cable. This window is getting a bit cold. So we run an IDE cable from the, it's not in the best of condition, but I think it works. Now I want the black side in the CD drive. Okay. And don't forget to ESD yourself. Electric static discharge or your core components if you decide to do something like this yourself. When you need anything electrical. Okay. Now the problem with this motherboard is it hasn't got the markings for the power switch and the LED, but I do know where the power switch one is, and that's the only one I know, so I'm just going to plug in the power switch for now. Which goes, I'll have to do trial and error to find out which one's hard drive led, etc. Because it's not marked up on the board like it normally is, and I haven't got the manual for the board. Right, we've got a USB, but I don't think it's got a USB header on here. Right, I can get rid of that then. Got a bit of grime in the bottom of the case, get rid of that. Okay. And it's not the tightest of jobs, but that's pretty much everything except for the graphics card. So the graphics card slot is occupied with that parallel port header. So if I just remove that, it's got a parallel port built into the motherboard anyway. So if I just remove that, and I'll plug in the UVTs, look at that. I'm just going to plug in a PCI one for now. I have got an AGP one. It's a 3DFX Voodoo 3 16 meg, ideal for that era of gaming. PCI version. So yes, got a highly good screw for it. So I've got that many different sizes of screws. Never tell which one to go for. Okay, that's too small. I can tell that much. Trying to find a screw. You can tell I haven't prepared this video on this Saturday afternoon. I hope you're all well in the YouTube community. Okay, so that's the graphics card in place. You've got the floppy drive. Cat's looking at me. See what I mean? So yes, okay, so there's the computer. As you can see, there it is. The CD drive needs a new clean and a new bezel. Or I could do just put another CD drive in. It's actually a DVD drive in there. So yeah. And if you can see that on the camera, there's the back. So yes. So let's have a look, see if it works. So we do first power on test. So I've just perched it on top of another computer and plugged it all in. So let's go for the test. Oops. So got it all plugged in. Let's try it. So we've got power. Old monitor. And there we go. We have lift off. So we can see it's a Pentium 2, 233 mAh. Let's have a look at BIOS. Oh, that's an unusual BIOS. So here's the BIOS. Make sure everything's okay. Yeah, that looks good. USB keyboard legacy support, yes. AMI Boss High Flex Setup Utility, that's what it's called. So settings, and let's see. Now I do believe there's an operating system on this hard drive. I might be wrong though, but see if it actually does anything from a different computer. I think it was from an old Pentium 166 or something. The monitor could do a bit of a clean, as you can see. So let's see if it works. Taking a while to detect the slave. Can I abort out of that? Okay, there might be a problem there. Oh, right. We seem to have an operating system on here. Windows 98's on the drive. Let's see if it works. We'll probably go for 1,000,001 device driver installations when it comes on. Windows did not detect a mouse, probably because it hasn't done the USB drivers, because it's a USB mouse. Okay. Alright, something's happening. Okay, new hardware found. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, because this Windows was installed on a different motherboard, it's going to go through the process of installing all the drivers for this motherboard. So, Direct Memory Access Controller, DMA. Now it should detect the graphics card, because the graphics card was the 3DFX card in the other machine. But it probably won't see the. It probably won't do the sound, because it's probably got its own specific motherboard driver that isn't in Windows 98. But I might be wrong, but we'll see. This is 98 SE, second edition. Probably one of the best ones to use for the old school games back in the day. It's got you got the support for DOS. One thing I haven't done is plugged in my ISA Sound Blaster yet, but I will be doing that. That's a decent card, that is. Great ISA Sound Blaster 16. Oh no, it's an AWE 64. Sorry, Sound Blaster AWE 64. So it's installing the Intel PCI to ISA bridge. And PCI bridge. Power management controller. While we're waiting, you can join me for a pint. Colin! So it does take a while, so feel free to fast forward. I'm not going to jump cut this, I'm just going to let it go so you can see how long it takes. But yeah, it's great that the system's working. Like I said, the motherboard I bought off eBay for £20, and I liked it because it was Pentium 2 and it had ISA, PCI and AGP, which is useful because I've got a 3DFX AGP as well, which I might put in it, because obviously AGP is faster than the old PCI. And ISA is useful for my sound card, which I'm going to be putting in. Oh, it's found a Yamaha sound card then. That's good. That's the onboard one. I didn't think it would find that. So it's OPL 3 soundboard. So I'll just press yes. Press enter. Game port joystick's just installed. So I'm trying to work around the tripod. So here comes the IDE controller. There's a second one, second IDE controller. Dual FIFO or FIFO. Easy USB. Hopefully this will help sort the mouse problem. So it's an Intel 82371AB USB. Struggling with the PCI graphics adapter. That surprises me because I'm sure I thought I installed the 3DFX. I've lost I think it's because the keyboard USB and that USB driver might have made a difference to it. So if I unplug it, oh god, Always be a nightmare. Oh, I've just knocked the power now. Bloody hell, fire. I'll just move it out the way. Sorry about this, people. So let's boot it up again. So it's loading Windows after that little incident then. Still got no mouse support. This time no keyboard support. I think it's because the CMOS reset because the battery's dead, and I've disabled that legacy. The legacy support for USB is disabled again. So if I go back into BIOS, let's see if it will even let me go back into BIOS. Yes, there we go. So let's put that back on. I need to get another battery for it, because the battery's probably flat after all this time. I mean, it is over 15 years old, this motherboard. I had to look at the caps look good on it still, thankfully. So I've got that 128 meg of RAM. It has a problem with it. I think it might be that cable. Just press escape to get past it. And I'll end up changing that cable. So yes, Windows is starting up again. See if it works this time. See what happens. Good old Microsoft Windows 98. I spent a lot of time on this back in the day. With my dial-up internet, the blue screen of death. This program has performed an illegal operation as one of the... I'm not having much luck, am I? I've lost keyboard for some reason. I just will up and get PS2 keyboard. I'm going to plug this PS2 keyboard in with the power strip, but do not do this because it can damage the computer. So don't do what I do. There we go. You must always unplug your computer, shut down your computer before plugging PS2 keyboards in and mice. Anyway, I don't know why you must be able to do USB drivers while the mouse isn't working. It's still installed in hardware, so it's probably got a few to go. Here are USB root hub. This is where we got stuck at last time. It's done it as a VGA. I thought the 3DFX drivers were installed. I think they are on the hard drive. It's asked for a reboot, so here we go. Everything good so far, except for the little mishaps. That's what happens when you don't prepare a YouTube video. Just done this off the off chance. So, the boot up for us this time. I don't know what this bank 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is. Make sure that's up so I got some sound. Okay, it's found the USB mouse. hopefully after this the maze should start working. Not yet, it's not. It's found the dead USB keyboard now. Strangely it was on at the start, but I don't know, must have uninstalled it and reinstalled it. Hey, we have mouse. The mouse is now working. Let's say old Kensington mouse. USB. Can't be that many more drivers surely. So updating the system settings, which is quite a common occurrence on Windows 98. Them drums beating. So booting up. Don't know if you can hear that on the video, but no, you won't be able to hear it. It's just the hard drive is making a noise. One of them old hard drives that does the clicky noise. Probably can't hear it. So we have a desktop at last. Okay. So there is a game already on here. Oh dear. That's an Nvidia DLL, that is. Because I did have an Nvidia in one of them. But this one did have 3DFX, I'm sure of it. So what's missing in it? Let's have a look at device manager. So you got genuine Intel Pentium, 128 megabytes of RAM. Oof, so we got internet sharing. Oh, that always does that, internet sharing, connection sharing. So it seems to me like we've got some sort of sound card, but there's no volume at the bottom, so I'm guessing it hasn't. Oh dear. It looks like some of the hard drives got corrupt. That's not good. Probably needs a good reinstall. Ah, there's a volume. I can't tell if that's working. If I go into C Windows, let's have a look. Media. Let's try that. No, we don't seem to have any sound. I don't know if I've got that plugged in there. That would explain it. I haven't even plugged in these speakers. It goes in that one. Still no sound though. Ah, I heard something then. Very quiet. So there we go. Let's try that canyon again. No, we've got no MIDI playback at the moment. That could be something to do with control panel. Let's have a look. MIDI. Here we go, try that. So it's a Yamaha MPU 401. Let's see if it works. Okay, move that across. Let's try it. Still got no sound. I thought I could try the Microsoft Wavetable, let's see if that helps. That's output actually, I've just noticed that's output. So might as well try it anyway. No, still not getting no MIDI output. No, I don't know. Well, we won't look into that for now. Right, 3DFX drivers, I don't know where. I think it'll be on the D drive actually. These are all NVIDIA drivers. That's Windows 98 setup. So I didn't have a 3DFX on here. Let me just plug in my pen. If it means I have to unplug something, it's only 2 USB ports. Unplug the USB keyboard for that. Just found my Cruiser Edge, so I installed the USB mass storage device driver for Windows 98. We should have the new drive in a minute. I can't remember if there's any 3DFX drivers. Oh, this isn't the right pen. Okay. So, do a jump cut. Okay, I think I found the right pen because I've got the Voodoo 3DFX down here. I'm going to actually copy that to the backup drive. A USB 1, so it's quite slow. So, if I close this, see Windows temp. Okay, let's see if we can get this 3D card working. Okay, right. So it hasn't automatically started it. It was in Windows temp, wasn't it? Let's have a look. Yes, here we go, 3DFX tool setup. So I must have had the NVIDIA card in the last motherboard this hard drive was in. I was going to install the 3DFX drivers hopefully, with any luck. Nice cold beer on the Saturday afternoon. Okay, so obviously we're going to need a restart on that. I'll just move the mouse over here. I've got limited room here. This is going to be in my retro room as one of my computers. Should have prepared this area more better. I'm going to escape that again because there's something wrong now. I'm going to change that IDE cable. So as you can see, Windows 98 is starting up, and hopefully should have the 3DFX working when it comes on. That's better, we've got some sort of colour depth into the image now. I'm going to have to change the resolution. The glorious Windows 98 startup sound. Come out a bit loud, that did. I need to change this resolution. 1024 by 768, 32-bit colours. Let's have a look. That's more like it. What's going on with that background? There we go. There we go. We have a working system there. Well, pretty much most of it's working. So I know you all want to see if it runs the games. Let's have a look what we got on here. We should have Unreal on here, I think. We're sure Unreal's on here. Unreal Gold. I thought it was in the start menu. Obviously not. See if that works. There we go, Unreal Gold. We'll soon find out if this works. This is really slow on my 166 sound. That's as much of an improvement on the 233. Great game. Groundbreaking for the time. The graphics was amazing at the time. There we go. Seems to be a bit slow still. Okay. I don't know what resolution this is on. No, we don't want it on direct 3D, we want it on OpenG 3DFX Glide if possible. Ah, that would be probably better. So we put it on Glide 3DFX, because that's designed specifically for the 3DFX cards. Ah, that looks much better. Look at the reflections and everything. And it's a lot smoother than it was on the 166. It'd probably be even smoother if I put the AGP card in. Still at the wrong resolution though. To be honest, it'd probably make it go too slow if I put it higher. We'll see. Don't forget this is only a PCI graphics card. We'll go on, let's try the game. We'll go on and return to Pally. That's included with the gold. And see what happens. A bit of stuttering on the music while it's loading. Okay. Skip the animation for now. I remember this game back in the day. I think the details on a bit low, but let's have a look. Okay, we've lost sound for some reason. Oh dear, the sound's gone a bit funny. Probably be worth me putting my ISA sound blaster in. Let's just have a look at the detail again. Try it on high. So yeah, that looks quite nice now. So yeah, that's unreal. Sounds a bit messed up, but yeah, I'll be putting my ISA in here anyway. It's actually quite responsive, to be honest. There's not that much lag. See if we can find an enemy. Have some of that! So yeah, not too bad, not too shabby. Well, that's Unreal working on it, to an extent anyway. I think I need a disc for that, and I haven't got it down here, unless... nothing there. Okay, so I think that's the only game I can show you for now. I hope you liked the video. It was a bit boring, I know, but Try Dan CJ2. No, it's not there. Looks like it's been deleted, but just not removed from the start menu. Shame. I think you need the disc for that. I'll try it. You want Serene Millionaire 2nd edition? Yeah, insert the CD-ROM, which is not down, is upstairs somewhere. Yeah, so that was the only. Just have a look, see if there's any more games on here. But I don't think there is. Oh, Exhumed. Let's try Exhumed. Oh, this is a DOS game. It did say error initializing sound cards, so I'm guessing the sound's not going to work. Because it was set up for my Sound Blaster ISO. Ah, another CD one. Oh well, okay, so that's the end of this video. Want to see any? So, there you go. Goodbye. Let's shut it down. No, shut it down. Okay, if this kind of thing interests you about your computers, you're welcome to join my Facebook group, Older PC Forever it's called, 886 and 286. I am admin of this group, so you're welcome to join. See you later.